emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes.
Hello, this is Chris with the Age of Reason. Yes, that's right. After some time off, I am back for a moment. Hello men, hello women, this is Chris with the Age of Reason, and I am wondering how you are all doing, how you have been, and what you think is going on out there, because it's all pretty much still the same, in a way. We're getting through it. This is that whole time down that I said they'd give us, the time off area where we're not being constantly bombarded by things like spooky racist white men or innocent black men attacking people which you cannot identify. Things like this in the news. We're not being perpetually attacked right now. And as you walk outside and you talk to your neighbors, they may be black, they may be white, and you may not be black or white. And you may find that you are still getting along just fine, all things considered. You may still be going to your job. You may still be driving your car. You may still be taking your city bus, paying for a taxi, riding your bicycle, riding a motorcycle, riding a scooter. You may be doing all of these things still. And despite what you may have been told through the fear propaganda campaign, and of course that's not to say that there are not some things which are ridiculous that are taking place, but in the meantime, so far so good, right? But I want to talk just for a moment about this stupid shit that they say on social media and the internet. You will own nothing and you will be happy. And these people write this just outright for no reason, like in comments and stuff. And they expect that they're really turning somebody on to something that's very, very powerful and never been thought of before. And that's all they got, a lot of these people. They told us that you will own nothing and you will be happy. And to which I only have one simple response, and well, that sounds fucking great in a way, huh? Because what do we actually own anyhow? What do you own? Do you own your car? You can tell yourself that you own your car, okay? You can tell yourself that. Do you own the money that's in your pocket? You can tell yourself, that's my money, I worked for it, okay? But do you own that money? Is that your property? Are you capable of doing whatever the hell you want with it, even destroying it? Okay? Do you own your house? Do you own your land? Do you own any number of things that are on functioning lease to the government? What do you actually own? Now, a lot of times these people, many of them don't even have children. And I'm at a stage in my life, I have been now for quite a long time, to where I think that if you don't have any children, you don't have any reason to talk about almost anything. And it might sound stupid, but being a parent really does change the way that you think about a lot of things, probably everything. So if you don't have any children, you really shouldn't be talking anyway, because your opinion doesn't matter. If you're trying to lay something down that would change the future you'd have to consider the future of children, which is, of course, the future of just the next generation of mankind. And so I think that people who don't have any experience raising children or teaching children or know anything about children, I don't think that they really have much to say anymore. And that may be unfair or uncouth to some, but, well, we certainly live in an unfair and uncouth reality, do we not? So coming back to, these goons online that say, oh, the evil elites have told us that you will own nothing and you will be happy. Well, there's probably something to that would be happy, okay? If you did not need to own a vehicle to where you had to invest money and time to maintain it, because as you go to work, what you return home with, you have to divert that among everything that you have. Of course, you have to divert it into your food, into your utilities, into your vehicles, and your housing repairs and housing costs, costs of living, costs of diapering babies for those of us, or those of you who have babies, and those of us who have experienced raising babies. So the fewer things that you would own, of course, there is going to be a greater reduction in the responsibilities of things that you're going to have to fucking maintain. I don't know why these people just can't see this. Maybe I am the asshole. Maybe I am the moron. I am the idiot who's missing something here. Maybe I should realize that the more we own, the happier we are. That's what I should be thinking, right? I should think that the more things that I have, the happier we are. Like the old t-shirt that used to say in the 1980s, he who dies with the most toys wins, right? That's what I should be thinking on, right? I need more. Give me more. Give me more crap. Give me more imported cheap shit from China that sucks. Give me more fucking bills, more utilities. Definitely give me more governmental oversight and control. Please give me all of these things so I can pretend that I'm feeling fulfilled with who I am. I must be the sum of what I consume. I should be like that, like everybody else, right? Is that how I should be? If that is, then I'm really fucking up bad, because I don't ever want to be the sum of what I consume. I'm more than that. I want to consume as little as possible. I don't like having a whole bunch of fucking shit that's got to get repaired and paid on and everything else. The more money that you have in your bank account changes the ways by which you are taxed, even. So you will own nothing and be happy. Well, it sounds liberating on its face. And I'm not going to dig any deeper into it, really, because I don't know what you could say against it otherwise. If you have an idea out there about what is adversely obtuse to that statement, go ahead and let me know. But just as it looks, as it sounds, as it looks on a computer screen, or comes out of my mouth and I hear it in my ears, it's fine. You will own nothing and be happy. Oh, of course, so it's the Illuminati and they want to own everything. They do own everything. If you want to call them the Illuminati or the Archons or whatever you want, What are you gonna do? I've told you before that you have very limited power now. So you've got to find your own happiness. You've got to make your own way. We all have to find our own happiness and make our own way. Well, how can we possibly be happy when they have everything? But do they? You have access to most things that you need. You have access to food, shelter, clothing. You certainly have plenty of access to jobs right now. All you gotta do is look through your Google feeds, like I've said before. It'll give you all kinds of news about how all these jobs are struggling to keep people on now. I work for a company that supplies parts for the big three, and they tell us that the big three is experiencing labor shortages, laborers, Chrysler can't keep people at the big plants, the big actual assembly line plants and stuff, people are just, I guess for some reason, deciding that work is no longer something that must be wrought. And I don't know what's happening out there. I can't come to that conclusion yet because I still own things that I must pay on. I still have a contract for the house that I rent for my family that I must pay on. So I don't know how these people are. If the labor shortage is real, I don't know how, because everybody still has bills to pay, because we still own shit and we're still unhappy. So take this shit away from us so we can get the fuck happy. Just let us go live out in the fucking caves like some of these primitive technology channels. Let's just go out there and play real life Minecraft, and then we can truly be happy. Some people. Most people say they would be happy doing that, but of course they wouldn't. They wouldn't be able to deal with it. I need my electronic mobile device, my communications. But, you will own nothing, and you will be happy. Okay, well, like I said, you have access to everything that you need. They own it. They own it all. They own the water. They own the food. They own all the farms. They own all the this, all the that. I don't know what to tell you. If your local farmers are part of the Illuminati and they're having to raise the cost of beef, for whatever reasons, they're just owning the meat, owning the livestock, just to own it, so you can't process it yourself. Should you expect to see cattle and hogs walking down the streets? Someone's got to own these things. They own the responsibility of these things, of taking care of them. They own the air that we breathe. They own the water that we drink. Well, you still have access to the air. Quality of air is a different story. I'm not one who's going to jump into the smog debate and all that, because I think that mostly it's bullshit. I think that if you can smell fresh, clean air where you are, then you're okay. I think if you smell bullshit in the air, then you should probably try to move to a place that doesn't have so much bullshit in the air. So far, you still have that ability. You still own that ability. You own that responsibility. You own that, okay? The water, do you know that Flint still has bad drinking water? The water, of course, they do charge us for the use of water. Yes, this is true. In our buildings that we rent, depending on where we live, some places may not charge a water cost. I don't know. But again, you have access to these things, and when we're talking about how the water comes out of the tap at a cost, well, again, right, this is all part of the infrastructure. So you're going to have a job if you want to go ahead to have such luxuries. Okay. Otherwise, you could probably go to your local river and fill up some buckets and milk jugs and 2-liter bottles and 3-liter bottles and smuggle them back to your house. And you could go ahead and play around and try to filter and purify that. And I'm sure you could do that if you wanted to. I think that as long as they're not seeing you move the giant blue barrels en masse, you could go ahead and pull something like that off. So go ahead. You still own the ability to do many things that you would like within reason. Well, they own the stores, they own the movies. I can't take my family out to the show. Well, what do you want to go to see at the show? Now, okay, that's your right, and that's your business, and that's your place. Maybe you enjoy the movies that are released. I don't. But even when I did enjoy going to the movies, being pent up with all the morons and assholes and big mouths and cell phones ringing non-stop was enough to make me want to leave and take my money back. But of course, you very rarely got your money back, so you just fucking deal with it, right? For everything that they say that that people say that they own, which is adverse against you, you just gotta wonder why these people say this shit. You will own nothing and you will be happy. That's bliss, right? Ignorance is bliss. The more you know, the fucking more miserable you are. Correct? That's what everybody who thinks that they're a so-called truther or whatever has to say, because it's fucking madness. Knowledge is a problem, an insolvable problem, just like the crucifix of Christ. Imagine that. It's an insolvable problem. It's something that exists, that has to be, at this point at least. Knowledge, it exists, it has to exist. You can't get rid of it. So you own this knowledge, okay, I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one, but the truth ain't one, but ain't one. You go ahead and fill in the blanks. The more shit that you own, the more problems that you have. I have nothing really to say right now lately. I've just seen that so often during these months that I haven't been on. I wrote it as a comment to someone's BitChute comment. Like they wrote, "Well, remember those gangsters said that you will own nothing and be happy." I'm like, what the fuck do you own anyway? Like, what do you really think that you fucking own, dude? Like, who the fuck are you? Move the fuck out of here. Nobody gives a shit about this dumb crap that you have to say. It holds no weight. It shows nothing. It opens up nothing. No new avenues of thought. No new doors. There's just nothing to that. Well, they said it. Okay, that's very cool. Good. Let them say that. You say that back. Why don't you say something fucking cool and thought-provoking? Why don't you do something cool and thought-provoking? People just, they're not gonna do that. It's just not. Fuck. Anyway, I don't really have much to say. I just wanted to jump off of that. How have things been here? Things have been pretty good, actually. Been okay, Went back to the old factory because they wouldn't switch me over to day shift. So the factory that I previously left, I went back to. I've been there many times. I always go back. They're good to me. The work is laborious and it's frustrating and all that, but the other job was a spring manufacturing company, and it was making me soft, and it was leaving me very, very tired, and they would never pull me to first shift. I was stuck on third shift forever and ever and ever, amen, and there were no opportunities, none. So I'm back to high-low operations again now, where I'm at, and that is excellent for me because between either labor or high-low, those are the things I'd rather do in a factory environment. And the spring company, again, they were making me soft. They didn't even have opportunities for high-low. They needed one high-low guy for their whole third shift. They needed one high-low guy. That's it. And one backup for when he wasn't around. And they already gave that out. So, a good company that it was, the Spring Company. And it was a very, very good company, but it was soft work. Like I said, I was getting sluggish. I was getting exhausted, fat, lazy, and burned out because I was stuck never seeing the sunshine. You gotta see the sunshine, right? So, some of you guys might know how third shift goes. You come home, you sleep all fucking day. That's it. So I'm back to first shift now, though, at the old company, and it's really great. And they've already jumped me up to high-low operations intermittently, which is excellent. That's all I ask for. Just let me use who I am, use what I have, the knowledge that I have, the physical strength and labor that I have. Let me use these things. Please put me to work somewhere doing something, so my time can go by as fast as possible. That's what I want. Let's get this shit done and get home. Do our 8 and skate, as we say. So yeah, otherwise that's what's going on. I'd set up the swimming pool out in the backyard, and that's really great. I was going to, of course, I really wanted to build one, but oh my god, the costs of everything now is through the roof. And I found, I think this is a 10 foot diameter pool, round, summer waves style, summer waves pool. I found it for like just over $100. So, at the time I was like, yeah, we're getting this shit, because we're having a good summer. We're not going out to the fucking, I don't have a car. I can't go take my family to the fucking beach, like most people. As well, the summer weather here hasn't even been particularly enjoyable to necessitate going to the beach. It's been a shitty, cold summer here so far. It's just been trash. Raining. Still fucking raining. We can't escape the rains right now. So I gotta set up with that. So the yard's cool. We got the swing set for the kids and the swimming pool. Yeah, man, just fucking going to work and keeping these lights turned on and bills paid and tummy's full. So that's making sure we get this shit done, man. But you guys go ahead and tell me what you think. What the fuck, and what has drastically changed so far in your lives with Operation COVID-19? Have they shut off your bus systems yet? Have they taken down your bus stops yet? Because there are places that are doing these kinds of things, and these are things to worry about, but these are things that you did not own. And you better remember that. So if your city's infrastructure changes, you did not own that. Okay? You own as many opportunities as you grant yourself. So you own the motivation to find a way. Okay? Necessity is the mother of invention, right? So there you go. They take down your fucking bus routes and bus systems and things like that. That's up to your infrastructure where you live. Okay? You didn't own that. You never owned that. And if you wanted to show ownership of it, then you would have done something about it a long time ago as a collective. Okay. You get it? Yeah, you're starting to get some of this a little bit. I'm not the first person that's talked to people like this before. I won't be the last. You see, you gotta do it. You gotta do something if you want. So you want your fucking bus stops not taken down? What are you gonna do to prove it? Because right now, they think that you're just calling their bluff and talking shit about everything out there. Okay, about everything under the fucking sun. They know that you're just calling their bluff and that you're just talking shit. And that's why it is where it is. Fuck. Alright, I'm just fucking blowing fucking smoke now. So I'm gonna get off here. I gotta drink some fucking coffee and figure out what to do with the last few hours of my day off. So, Chris, with the age of reason, I am still here. I am still working on Curse of the Cross too. Yeah. You guys let me know what's going on out there, alright? I hope you're all doing great. I hope you're doing fucking the greatest of all time. The GOAT! I hope that you become the fucking GOAT, man! Okay? Go out there and turn into that fucking GOAT. Become the greatest of all time. I hope you're having the greatest time. This time. For now. Alright? Yeah. Chris, the age of reason. Keep both eyes, all three eyes open at all times. Pay attention. And, yeah. Go further. I'll talk to you guys.